What's up, everybody? How you doing? As hopefully you can hear me as we're just kind of piecing this together as this is our first week. So just pulling it. Sorry, studio's down right now, so we'll be switching back over to studio here within the month or so. We just had to do a little bit of renovating and had some cats in there and had to clean it all out. So anyways, we're here. Hopefully you can hear me. That's what I'm hoping. All right, so this weekend we're going to be at Moto Bros. It's been a long time since we've raced, so it's been a little while. So we're excited to get back to it. We've been waiting, being patient, as it's been fun watching the Tampa Stadium Supercross. Congratulations to Malcolm Stewart, and that was a lot of fun. We're getting ready for Daytona and all that stuff, but we had to get a race in. So this weekend we're at Moto Bros. Punta Gorda. So Moto Bros. Punta Gorda. The weekend information is we're having a day practice and then Moto Bros night shift series. They'll be having a night race going on Saturday night. And then Sunday will be round one of the I4MX series at Punta Gorda. So a lot of busy weekends. So make sure if you have any questions just feel free to message us. We'll be happy to answer you. Saturday practice 9 to 2. So if you're coming in 9 to 2 on Saturday practice, it's a $35 practice fee. So make sure if you're coming to practice on that day, 9 to 2 is the times. The reason why we got to get everything ready for that night, the night race, as the night race will start at 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock practice starts with the night series. So 9 to 2 practice during the day, and then 4 o'clock practice starts for the night series, and then 5 o'clock their races start. So keep in mind early signups. If we don't have an online registration this year, so we're going to do that all on the track. So Saturday we'll have a pre-registration sign up from 10 to 2. So if you come in Saturday and you don't want to wait in line on Sunday morning because it gets a little bit busy on Sunday, so get that done. Get up there to see Becky. Get signed up. Pit pass for all weekend is $30. Must have a sticker to ride your pit bikes. So if you're bringing your pit bikes to ride, they got plenty of places to ride, a lot of fun, but you got to have a pit bike sticker. So make sure you have a pit bike sticker if you're bringing your pit bike. So Saturday night, we'll do the Saturday night race with the night shift series. After that, we'll get a little bit of sleep. And then we'll kick off Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, we'll open up sign up again at 7 a.m. Church service will be at 7:30. As Alvin going to be doing a little church service at 7:30. I'll have a writers meeting at 8 a.m. We'll go over everything, all the rules, all the stuff we need to talk about. And then practice about 8:15 after writers meeting. We'll get into practice. Okay, after practice, racing will start. Typically, we start about 10:15 with the races, but we just say after practice. So once we get practice done, we'll get into the races, but typically it'll be around that 10 to 10:15 range. So racing after practice, keep in mind, if it's the first week of our series this year, so it's brand new membership. So just keep in mind, there's a $30 membership fee for the whole series. So if you do come, there is the extra fee for the membership first time. So this is our first race of the year. It'll last all the way through December. So from now until December, it's $30 membership, $35 to race for the classes. If you're racing the Extreme Open class, which is our money class, it's 100% payback. It's $50 to sign up, but that means 100%. So all the money that goes into the pot, all that money gets paid back out to the riders. It'll be pretty much 40% of the class. So if there's 10 guys, 4 guys will get paid. So just depending on how many people show up will be determined how much the money is. So weekend information, though, if you're going in Friday, they're going to be open from 3 o'clock till 10 o'clock. So if you're going in Friday from 3 to 10, they will be open. I don't think they're having practice. I'm not sure. I'm not positive, but I know that they will be open 3 to 10. After that, Saturday morning, the gates will open at 7 a.m. So if you're planning on coming in Saturday, Gates open at 7. Again, they'll close later on. They have the night race series, so they'll be probably closing around that 11 o'clock range. Sunday morning, 6:30. Gates will open in the morning. So if you're coming in Friday, it's $35. If you're coming in Saturday, it's $25. And the same thing if you're coming in Sunday. So you might as well come early. Plan to have a good time. As like I say, they have a lot of stuff to offer. A lot of the vendors are ready. They're excited. We got a lot of food vendors that are ready to get everything started, as well as our parts vendors. We got several parts vendors that'll be there. So if you need anything parts wise, make sure you have your numbers on your bikes. Very important for our scoring. So make sure that you have numbers on your bikes. If you need numbers, the vendors will have them for sale at the race. So let me see what else here. All right, so I'll go through that one more time at the end. Just want to thank everybody a lot, all of our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. It's like I say, every year we do this. It's hard, it's tough, and we got to get it rolling in the beginning, and the sponsors is what makes that happen. So big thanks to all of our sponsors. Dion Racing, one of our new sponsors this year. Also Miko Land Service, Alvin, Ryan's Utility. Great guy. They've been been a sponsor for a couple years. So great people. Big thanks to them. Saladino Designs, Riverview Construction. Is Malekos his kid's actually hurt this year, but he still did the sponsorship with us. So we greatly appreciate it. Centrific Nursery, as they've been a sponsor for several years. Also Verified. AJ does our prints and stuff. As we got some, grab me one of them things right there. As we got some new stuff this year, so big thanks to AJ and Verified. Yeah, this one right here. No. And yeah, we got some cool #1 plates. So yeah, we've been working hard on that stuff. Big thanks to Clutch, as Clutch Sater's been helping me a lot with all this stuff. As just to talk about Sater a little bit, he'll be joining me on this podcast here weekly here once we get this thing rolling. As he's been an awesome help to me this whole run here, as well as last year. End of last year, he started taking care of us. So we greatly appreciate Clutch. Also, Pit Posse, JD's Custom, the Mountain MX. They got a track in Tennessee now. As JD's our buggy guys. We will be having buggies and quads later on in the series, so that will be coming up. Also, Spider MX, looking forward to getting back to Spider, as Mike's been doing a lot of work. The track has been adding dirt and stuff, so we're excited to get back over there. Also, Pana Rustica, as Kevin's going to be helping us out with the banquet. So we do a banquet at the end of this whole thing. So it's 12 race series, and then we do a big banquet, and Kevin does all the food and stuff. So big thanks to Pana Rustica. Also Rocky Mountain, they're helping again this year. So if you come to a race, you get a $10 gift card from Rocky Mountain. So make sure you get with Becky, sign up, as we'll have a computer there. All you got to do is put your email in, and then they'll send you $10 for every race. So they'll stack up, but you got to use them in a certain amount of time. You can't stack them all year. So just keep that in mind. Also, Honda Contingency. If you ride Honda, we have Honda Contingency. So if you sign up for the program, it does offer and pay for our races. So make sure if you're riding a Honda, it's a good thing. Also, Express Towing, one of the original guys, helped me get started here. Also, Steve and Trey with RTR Vending, they'll be set up all weekend as well, as they'll been a big help. Also, Max with WPS Fly. Matt Bell with HBI, as Matt's moved up to North Carolina, so we haven't seen a lot of him, but big thanks to Matt. Also, Pinnacle MX Racing, as they started in last year. They're going to be back with us this year, so we're looking forward to that. Extreme Power Sports are pretty much our first sponsor of the whole series 12 plus years ago, so big thanks to Extreme. If you're looking for Hondas, Huskies, gas, Extreme's the guys. So also Moto Bros, last but not least, Moto Bros, big help with us, and it's been so exciting watching the last 2 or 3 years grow is we've added new tracks. They got a second track, and yeah, it's just pretty cool watching the sport grow. That's what it's all about. So, all right, so let's talk a little bit about the classes. As pretty much Sunday will be a 2-race format, so it's both motos will count. If it comes down to a tiebreaker, the second moto is your tiebreaker. So be a motocross format on Sunday. Now later on in the series, we will have a night race supercross format, but for this race, it is going to be a 2-moto format. All right, so we got Pee Wee stock class, as we're going to start out with our Pee Wees as always, as I try to give them a decent track. So the little guys, 4 or 5 years old, they can get around decently. So always start there with the Pee Wee stock. We have juniors, junior class 4 to 6, senior beginner 7 to 8. So if you're got a new rider on the senior, the 50, we do have a senior beginner class. Also senior only 7 to 8. And then we have a 50 open 4 to 8. And as well as a e-bike class. So a lot of 50 classes available. So if you have any of them bikes, there will be classes pretty much for everybody. 65s, we got 65 5 to 8, 9 to 11 beginner and advanced. 65 intermediate 5 to 11. So that's taking both of the ages together. It's intermediate, kind of middle range class. Also 65 open, 85 beginner 7 to 11, 85 beginner 12 to 15, 85 beginner big wheel, 85C, 85 advance 7 to 11, 85 12 to 15 advance, 85 stars. Now the stars of tomorrow, it's 85cc. Come on. 85cc engine, but you can have the big wheel. So the 85 stars tomorrow class, last year it was you could have one big wheel and one little, but we just went ahead and made it a big wheel class, but it has to be 85 cc's. So make sure there's no 100 cc's big super mini bikes in that class. So it's 85 with the big wheels, 85 stars of tomorrow. Super mini, junior girls, junior mini. So super mini is your 12 to 15 range. The junior mini is 10 to 13. So 10 to 13 junior mini, big wheels allowed. Also 125 2-stroke only. And then there's a 125 beginner. Then we go up into our 125 250 beginner, 125 250C, 125 250 advance. Advance is A and B, as we don't have a lot of faster riders, so we kind of make it an advanced class. So all right, we go into 450 beginner, 450C, 450 advance, 4-stroke open, schoolboy 16 to 29, and then we go into our vet classes, plus 30, plus 40, plus 45, plus 50, plus 55, plus 60. Vet novice, vet open, which is an option class. So if you're running, plus 35 and you're looking for a second class, vet open, vet novice is your 2 classes. Vet novice is C and beginner guys, and then the vet open is your faster guys. Women's class, also extreme open. It will be our money class for this week. As I think that's all the classes. I do have some quad classes that I'll be talking about once we get to the races with the quads. That'll be about a month away, as we still got to go to Moto Bros Okeechobee, and then after that we'll start in with our first quad event. All right, Saturday practice. I'm going to go through this once again, just so you know. If you're coming on the weekend and you're getting there Friday, the gates are open from 10 to 3. Let me find the paper just to make sure. Gates will be open from 3 o'clock to 10. So on Friday, 3 to 10, early entry. Saturday, practice. Saturday gates open at 7 a.m. Practice starts from 9 to 2. That'll be rotating practices, as you'll get a itinerary when you come in the gate, so you'll actually know your times and all that through the practice. Early sign up will be available at the track at the sign-up window from 10 to 2. So on Saturday, if you want to pre-register for I4MX on Sunday, you can do that on Saturday. Pit pass is $30 weekend pass. You must have a sticker to ride the pit bikes. Sunday. So after that, practice is complete at 2 o'clock. Then we go into night shift series. So starting at 4 o'clock practice, 5 o'clock the races start. They do have a supercross format, and it's a cool thing. So night series will start after Saturday practice. Okay, after the night series is done on Saturday night, Sunday morning, we open up at 7 a.m., church service at 7:30, riders meeting at 8 a.m. Keep in mind the gates will open at 6:30, and then we'll open up, sign up at 7, church service 7:30, riders meeting at 8 a.m., practice at 8:15, racing after practice in that 10 o'clock range, 10 to 10:15 range. Remember, it's cash only. There's $30, they don't have an ATM or nothing like that at the track. So just keep in mind, cash only, $30 membership fee, $35 a class to race. And if you're extreme open, it's $50. We will have brand new t-shirts. I don't have them on, but we will have t-shirts and hats for sale. So we're looking forward to an awesome kickoff. So looking forward to a good time. If you have any questions, I can't see my my message board, so I'm kind of, hold on, let me look at this. Comments. Okay, I got it. All right. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free. Now's the time. Yeah, that's the thing, Brady, is you gotta, I'm not responsible for the contingency. The Honda says that they pay and they put it on their website, but it has really nothing to do. We send our results into Honda, and then from there, so I don't know what the disconnect of, it's crazy. So if you didn't have the right year of bike, as long as you got everything together, you should have got paid. So I would just stay on that. But yeah, that's going to be kind of, just let me know and I can help, but it's really not my my cup of tea as far as knowing all that stuff. So all right, yeah, what else? Anything else? Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free. Now's the time.
What?
As age range for girls classes. Okay, so it's a good question. Junior girls 7 to 15. So the junior girls is 7 to 15. If they go over 15, so 16 and up is the women's class. So we got junior girls and then the women's. All the rest of the classes, the girls actually race the guys. So our peewees, the girls will mix in, and then also our 65s and stuff. But as we get up to junior girls, that is an option class, 85 and big wheel up to big wheel, 7 to 15 years for the junior girls, and then women is 16 and up. What 65 classes will I have? All right, 65 beginner 5 to 8, 65 9 to 11 beginner, and then we have our 65 5 to 8 advanced, 65 9 to 11 advanced, and then we have a 65 intermediate. So if you're in that intermediate range, 5 to 11 years of age, 65 intermediate, and then we also have 65 open as the option class. So what about a 9-year-old beginner on a 50? Yeah, you're like, when you're talking about a 9-year-old on a 50, if they're legal 8 years old. So how the age works, whatever age you are, January 1st is what you are for the year. So there could be a kid that could be 9 right now, but he was 8 for January 1st. So we just have to basically, if there's an issue, you would come to me, and then I would just kind of find the guys, I would investigate, figure out the birthdays, and figure out if they're in the right class or not. But yeah, that is possible. Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any more questions, just feel free to shoot us a message. We'll be happy to answer. We do have people that pay for the whole series, and they get sponsors that help that help pay. So like as you get in a race and you look for different sponsors, we do have a form. So if you do get people that are interested in sponsoring, it's kind of a a form, a certificate from us saying that you're doing what you're doing and you're racing the series. But you can get a sponsor and pretty much pay for the whole series. And yeah, we do have people that, and we do offer that. So we've had a couple questions about that. How many P-dubs are going to be there? I think that there's going to be quite a bit. I've had a couple calls this week. One guy from Massachusetts. I've had a couple people with Pee-wees. So we'll see. I think let's cross our fingers. So
I say 10.
We'll see. But yeah, what we're looking for is it's a hectic weekend. The first weekend, it's getting everything going. So it's going to be a little bit wild, but our goal is to try to get everybody funneled through smoothly, and hopefully we don't have no injuries and have some good racing. So this is going to set up the whole series. So we're really pushing, hoping for good weather and a good weekend, so to get everybody through there. It's always going to be a little hectic. You see who your competition is. You see, what's going on. But the goal of the weekend is come there with your family, have a good time, do a lot of riding, a lot of racing, and yeah, it's a journey. It's not a sprint. So this is just the start, and depending on where you're at, you'll know a lot more information coming out of this weekend. So that's what it's about. Just getting through this first round and seeing who's going to be around, and what you got to do is this series. It goes through all kinds of different elements, levels, sandy tracks to hard tracks to big jumps to no jumps. It's we got a little bit of everything. So everybody, it's not going to be, everybody's going to have their own good tracks that they're fast at. So, but that's why the whole series is cool. We get around and everybody's going to have their home field advantage, and yeah, we're looking forward to a good season, meeting a lot of cool people. That's what it's about. So if you're new to this weekend, make sure you come say hi and introduce yourself. And like I say, it's a journey. So we got a 12 race series, and then we go into our banquet at the end and have a lot of fun. So, all right. Well, I think that's it. I answered all the questions. Like I say, we're looking forward to a good weekend, and still got a little bit of work to do, but we're going to get there. We're excited. And yeah, if you have any questions, just feel free to message us, and we'll see you guys this weekend. See ya.